Hello and welcome to the TainoXtreme YouTube channel. Today's presentation is going to be showing you about this backpacking trip. We're here in a beautiful town of Ludington, North Carolina at the Riven Rock State Park, and we're at the visitor center right now making the final arrangements for our camping trip. As you can see, this is a very comfortable place, very nice. They have snacks, beverages, air conditioning, computer, telephone, everything else, and very nice people that attend you. Alright, so just stay tuned and I'll be right back with you. Hey, I'm back. We had a very good night's sleep last night. We walked about 2.3 miles from the visitor center to this spot right here. It's beautiful, it's nice. It didn't rain, it was chill last night, nothing to worry about. It was like around the 50s. And this morning the sun is warming up. So everything is fine, everything is cool. Now I'm about to show you a little bit about the trail that we took last night and our way back. Alright, so stay tuned and I'll show you a little bit more. I'm here with my buddies, my backpacking buddies. Let me show you some of them. Who's this? Daniel. This is Daniel Coles, keeping me some company, helping me with his son and the camera person. And then we have Miguel, and then we have Johnny, and then we have Andres. And so, like I said, I'm going to show you a little bit of the trail. So, signing out now. I'll catch you a little bit later. We're taking a little rest here. Take a break, like I told you. We're going to break a sweat some time during the road. I already started it. My backpack is not so heavy. It's about 24 or 23 pounds. If that's considered ultralight, I don't think so, but it's very close to it, and to me it's the lightest backpack ever. I've been having this kind of backpack light like that since maybe 3 or 4 backpacking trips, and it's been a blessing, I'll tell you. We have the other guys over there taking a rest. I told you it was going to be hot. This morning I had my sweater because it was chilly. During the night the temperature dropped down to maybe around the 40s, but today is around the 80s. Crazy, huh? But it's like that, and it's nice. It's very humid here. You see the forest, it's very dense, a lot of woods in here, a lot of green, so that brings humidity, and when there's humidity you get to sweat no matter what. Alright, you can walk in a bathing suit, I don't care, but you're going to sweat, and that's it. But it's enjoyable, it's part of the trip. I like backpacking. I enjoy backpacking. I hope that everybody out there, gets encouraged by these videos and gets started in backpacking kind of hobby. Is this a hobby or a sport? I don't know. It's a hobby. All right. So I'm gonna be catching you later with more of this view and then talk to you a little more. All right. Signing out. Hey, I'm back. I'm in the comfort of my campsite, enjoying my A-Light ultralight backpacking chair. I'm filtering water. This is one of the things that I like doing on my own. As a legally blind person, I'm limited to do a few things, but I try to function as independent as possible. So I'm filtering water. I carry my empty bottles of water that I collect at home. Then I use this is a Squeeze Sawyer mini filter that is good for 100,000 gallons. My great-great-grandchildren will probably be using this after I die, because it filters so much water. It has that capability. Alright, so I'm going to do my second bottle. First I have to, straighten it like how it was, reshape it. And then I start filtering water back in it. So much for this. I'm going to be here for a little while filtering water. I have like 4 more bottles to go, and that's it. So I don't think you're going to be very interested in watching me filling up 4 more bottles. Alright, so I'll see you in a little bit with some other things. Alright, signing out. Yeah. Hey, I'm back. Here we got my cooking system. What I decided to use this time is the alcohol stove. This is something that I barely use. I hardly ever use this system, but I decided to put it to test this time. Well, to test, because I have tested it at home, but never, you know, in a backpacking situation. So I have the big old, you know, windscreen around that you can see, and it's working. So I'm gonna ask the cameraman to go around here and take a close-up of that a little bit, so it shows. I have my GSI teapot. This is the best spot that I have found so far that works for me. It's not too big, it's not too small, just right. Oh, I can feel the heat from here. So that thing is working. Alright, so what we're having this morning is a couple of boiled eggs. I'm boiling eggs there. I'm going to have pita bread, goat cheese, some granola bars, and coffee. My coffee like, I call it coffee like because it's not coffee. It's a hot drink that is made out of chicory. You know, to be in the healthy side. Alright, I don't drink coffee anymore. So until next clip, I'm going to sign out right now, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Hey, I'm back. We're taking the trail back to the parking lot, and the reason is that's the way to go to the views of the beautiful places in this place. This trail took us last night like maybe 2 hours, but the reason was that we took the wrong turn a couple of times. There are several trails here. We got confused. This is the first time that we come do this at this place, so that was expected. But fortunately, we found the place right, no problem. Couple in about 2 hours. Our goal today is to make the same trail in half the time, maybe 1 hour only, or maybe shorter than that. All right. So we're walking. Temperature-wise, we're fine. We're like in the mid-60s, so it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just perfect. And what's very good for me right now is that I'm not holding the camera. The camera person is being the person that is leading me. He has the front end of my cane, I have the last end, so I have a very comfortable gap of space between him and me. We saw maybe 3 bridges or 4 in a way that goes over the creek, and that was about it. This is what is considered a beginner's very mild walk, hike, because it's not steep. I mean, if it's steep, just very mildly, very little, so everything is okay. With my health condition, which is not the best, so it's excellent, it's perfect. Last night I had to stop maybe a couple of times only. All this time, I'm bringing my backpack, but it's pretty much empty. All I got in there is my water filtering system, rain gear, first aid kit, and that's about it. Oh, my camera, but my camera is being held right now. So, we're good. Alright, I'm going to sign out now. I'm going to show you a little bit later about the road, okay? And some other things that we have. I kept like my bedding system, my shelter system, and some other stuff. We're gonna build a campfire tonight, and I'm gonna have to go to the city to bring a couple of things, and I have a commitment to do at church today, Saturday, so I'll be back in about 2 or 3 hours and rendezvous with my group again. They're going to be walking around, hiking around, and do some dynamics. All right. So I'm going to be catching you later. I'm going to sign out right now. Cut. Hey, I'm back. Just came down the stairs in Riven Rock. This is one of the big attractions of this park here. It's a very nice place, if you can tell. The cameraman points at it. That's a huge rock. It looks like a building. It makes me think about the time of cavemen. They probably stayed here for when they were, you know, for shelter purposes and stuff like that. It's a beautiful place, and then over there on the other side, there's a river. If we keep walking a little further, there's just more of this huge monument here. It's a very nice place. When we go up the stairs, I'm going to show you a little bit of that. There's like 100+ steps in that staircase, and it goes left and right and like a snake. It was fun to come down. To go up, it's gonna be gonna be fun, I think. Well, no, not for me and for the other guys, but you know, if you want to come here to this place, I invite you to do it. This is fun and this is an adventure. What can I say? All right, so I'll catch you later. I'm gonna be signing out now. This is the staircase that I was telling you about. That it will be kind of fun to go back up. It has like 100 plus steps and some rests, which is nice because you can stop and catch your breath. I don't want to show you the whole thing. See, when I walk here, I have to use my cane to tell me how many more steps are ahead. And from here, what we're going to do is going to go to the campsite and cook and rest. Come on, let's go. So, I'm signing off now. I'll catch you later. Hey, I'm back. Here at my tent. We're about to go to sleep at the shack. Tonight I just want to share with you a different method that I'm using to sleep. This is an air mat, one of those cheap air mattresses sold at Walmart and Curd Dogs and places like that for the swimming pool. I decided to try these as an experiment, to try an air mattress, because the air mattresses that are sold out there in specialty stores for backpacking and stuff are so expensive. They cost a fortune that I cannot afford it. So I decided, before I spend big bucks on that, to try it in a cheap way. So this is a $5 kind of thing, but I paid $2 because it was on sale in Curd Rocks. And I'll tell you, I was surprised because it turned out to be so comfortable that I'm going to be using it a lot more now. I used to carry with me a big old 3 inches thick cushion that is very uncomfortable. I mean, very comfortable. It's still a lot more comfortable than this, but I mean, this is so packable. It falls flat in something about that size inside of my backpack that I feel very enthusiastic about it. So I just wanted to show you and tell people out there that if you are kind of discouraged of using this because you're afraid that it's going to puncture or something, yeah, they resist. If this is a cheap one, I imagine the expensive ones are going to be a lot better. So I'm going to be seeing you then in the morning and show you how we do some cooking for breakfast, okay? So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you a little later. So I'm signing out now. Hey, hello, I'm back. Last night it was nice. It was cool. It was cozy, warm in my bedding system, my shelter. What I'm doing this morning is packing up. Just wanted to show you the system that I use when I'm packing up. What I do, see, this is the tarp, the extra tarp that I always bring to put over my tent just in case it rains hard. You know, this is like an extra insurance I always bring, and I just put it on the floor, put my backpack, put everything on it, and that's the system I use. And that way everything is wet year around, but my equipment is not wet because it's on top of this plastic. I just want to share this little bit with you, so see if you like it and take it into consideration, okay? I'll see you a little later when we're gonna have breakfast. All right, catch you later. Hey, I'm back. I just wanted to show you a little bit about the system that I was using. This is my alcohol stove and the accessories that I made up for it. The bottom part is the platform, and it's, you know, for the purpose of insulating it from the ground and give it support. And right here, right now, I'm undoing it, taking it apart to show you guys how easy this is. No, it's okay. Here it is. That's right. I put it inside. I took one side out. It has little chains in 3 corners to have it, you know, stay there. And I want to show you something else. So this is the upper part. You know, the grill. It has this end sticking up, so that when I put the pot on top, it doesn't go, you know, over the edge and falls in Sam legally blind. And what I wanted to show you was this. This is the stove, and this is the pot support, okay? So I always keep this in there when I put it away. And this is the other part. This is the bottom. See, this bottom here, I have this cardboard covered with this, a coat of, what do you call it that? Mortar, silicone for motors, it resists 750 degrees. I always say the same thing, but yeah, I keep repeating myself about it, you know, just in case you're the first time you're watching this. Alright, so that's it. Now I put this away. It's a little bit dirty, so I'll put it inside of a plastic bag, and this I will put it inside of my pot. So, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That was my system for this time. It ended up to be, you know, better than I thought. Yesterday morning when I used it, it took like maybe 2 or 3 minutes to boil the water, but it ran out of fuel too quickly. So I had some help from somebody using the stove to keep boiling my eggs until it was done. The problem was that I underestimated the fuel. I put too few. But this time I put enough fuel, and I also put a cube of wet fire in there, so it boosted it up, and it lasted a longer time. So I boiled my eggs this morning without any problem. And with the boiled water, I used it for my coffee, and I had some other snacks with it. So that's it for now, okay? So I'm going to sign out for now, and I'm going to catch you a little later. Hey, I'm back. I just wanted to show you a little bit about the beauty of this place. There's a little trail right here that leads you to that. I don't know if that's a lake or that's a river. I think it's a river. But we met a guy yesterday. He was fishing there, so this is another thing that you can do up here when you come here. You can bring your fishing pole, your telescopic, or your fishing gear, whatever you want to bring, and you can go there and to that spot right there and fish. This is close to the camping sites 1, 2, and 3, in case you're wondering where is this. Okay, so when you go to Riven Rock State Park or National Park, I think it's State Park, you go to the visitor center and you ask where is campsite number 1, 2, and 3, which is very close to the nearest source of water. We have within walking distance the creek, and we have the river right there. All right. So I'm going to show you a little more and talk to you while we go back. Okay. Hey, I'm back. This is our trip and our way back to the parking lot. It's going to be like maybe 45 minutes walk. I'm showing you a little bit of the trail. It's very nice here. It's all shaded. Temperature wise, it's comfortable. It's warm though. So we're going to have a little bit of sweating develop from here to the parking lot, probably. So we're probably in the high 70s or close to 80. It's around noon, maybe around 1. Okay, let me see. It's like 12:30 approximately. So we're going to sweat a little bit. All right, but it's part of the trip. It's part of this. It's part of the game. I showed you some of the methods that I use when I go backpacking. Like for example, I bring an extra tarp to put on top of my tent. Doesn't matter how new a tent is, because chances are that in a pouring rain, one of those things are going to start leaking water. That has been my experience with new tents, with old tents. I always get water dripping inside. It's very nasty, especially when it's late at night and you want to sleep and you're tired and there's nothing you can do. So that's the reason why I always bring an extra tarp. It's my extra insurance. But then, like I showed you at the end, at the beginning, I take that tarp, I put it on the floor, and when I put it on the floor, I put all my gear on top of it while I pitch the tent. Once the tent is pitched, I put everything inside it, and at the time that I go home, I do the same thing reverse. I put the tarp on the floor, put all my gear in there, put my tent down, roll it up, pack it up, and everything is clean, right? And it's very nice. Now, the other thing that I didn't show you, I use my kayakamobile for the purpose of cooking and the comfort of the indoors of my tent. In this case, it was not necessarily needed because there were these latrines real close by, real clean, real nice, that I saw at the last minute. This last day, guys showed me, and I used it. But early in the morning, I needed to, use it and I'm legally blind. I couldn't go there by myself. Everybody was asleep. So I used it. It comes in handy. But the best purpose of this is when it's raining, when it's dark, when it's really cold out there. And you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So that's what I use it for. The other thing I used today, I mean in this trip, was the alcohol stove. I didn't know really how to use it. I just made it and used it. And hold on a second. Okay, then I used it, and when I used it, I was debating about how much alcohol should I put there. To my high percent, which is not very good, I used too few the first time. I was boiling eggs and I didn't finish them. But the second morning, I was able to use it. Oh, these guys back there are having fun. So don't pay attention to that. So look at all this beauty. This is good. This is Riven Rock State Park. This is in the beautiful town of Lillington, North Carolina. This is like maybe 40 minutes drive from Raleigh, North Carolina, just to give you a point of reference. All right. I know some people come from far away to just visit. This is a very nice place. I like it. But I think it's closed during the winter time, in the colder months. So that's the only drawback. Anyway, in case you're the kind of backpacker like me, they like to go backpacking in the colder months. All right. Yesterday we showed you about the Big Rock. There was another place called Outlook, and it's like some kind of a balcony, natural balcony made out of stone. It has like a little wall, man-made, and it has a beautiful view to the river. But we couldn't visit that place yesterday. We were dead tired. We walked maybe 12 or 20 miles during the entire weekend, you know, walking, coming in on Friday nights, and then during the Saturday time, we did some walking, we went fishing, and then today going back here, it's going to be like around 20 miles. It doesn't sound like much, but going up the hill, down the hill, we were real tired. I'm going to show you here some things. When we get closer to the creeks, I'm going to have undressed to my backpacking buddy to show you. Okay, you guys? So I'm going to sign out now. Hey, I'm back. I just wanted to show you something here. Right there where I'm pointing with my cane about there. There's a bridge and there's a creek right there. The river is going back there. Now that creek has a very crystal clear water. It's very nice. It's a very good spot to collect water for drinking purposes, filter your water and stuff. You can filter water in the other side that I showed you earlier, but the water is not as clear. So this is where they advise you to, every visitor to collect their water for drinking purposes. All right? And I don't know if the cameraman, can you do a close-up, Andre?
Mm-hmm.
The place. It's a very nice place, very pretty. I wanted to mention about 2 minutes ago, the guys that were walking here, one of them accidentally stepped on a rattlesnake. It started rattling. That's why they started, screaming and going crazy. I thought they were having fun, but they were being scared. Okay, so I'm going to show you more a little further when we keep going. All right, so signing out now. I just wanted to show you a little bit closer to the creek that we were looking at about a minute ago. It's right there. See, it's not so hard to get water out of there, but it's a very nice shaded area. All right. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that this trail is categorized as easy or for beginners. So nowhere around here is considered like for medium or expert or nothing like that. So anybody can here, even my grandmother can come here backpacking and have a good time. All right, it's not difficult at all. So I'll see you furthermore. So I'm signing out now. All right, this is the end of the trip. I'm saying goodbye here. All right, this is a 2014 in May. This is the first weekend of May. In Riven Rock. It's been good, it's been great. So I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And this is time to go home. Okay? Until the next video. come from the guys that inspired my
The struggle is real.
Alright, there they go.
Vamos, Danny. You can. You can. We're just holding the camera. Right now, we're filming a little bit.